Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Cisco here. We're doing another master class with our apprentices this week. Today I've got Christiana, who's our camera person, and then there's Ava over here. She's assisting us. And so what we're doing today is we're making a master class on how to work with teaching pastors. So our teaching pastors are the ones that give the sermon every week. Usually they have about a half hour or more to speak and preach. They'll teach on the Bible, and here at Element Church we're a Bible-believing church, and so what we do is we love to make sure that our teaching pastors are set up for success, and in production we play a huge part in that. So what I want to do is I just want to walk everybody through what that process looks like as we get ready to have our teaching pastors work with the production team on the weekend, okay? So this is what it looks like on the weekend when we do a run through with the pastor, okay? So first of all, at about 3:55 p.m. on Saturday, me or one of the experienced directors will actually go and meet with the pastor and excuse me, and we'll walk them through what the service is. So, hey, we're going to do 3 songs, and then we're going to have an offering, and then we're going to have video announcements, and then you're going to come up and you're going to speak for 35 minutes, and that's what you'll have on your clock. And we walk the pastor through what's going to happen in the service. And then at 4 o'clock, we're going to take the pastor through the back of house area in Element Live and go into the control room. One of the things that we have to make sure of is that the pastor has their microphone and their pack ready to go before any of this happens, okay? So one of the reasons we walk through the back of house area is because you'll see over here that we've got our back of house area, and one of these receivers that's here on the desk belongs to the pastor that's going to be speaking. So what we'll do is they'll typically have a pack that looks like this, and they'll have an ear set microphone that looks like this, and that's typically what our pastors wear when they teach on the weekends. So we want to make sure that they have that microphone, that they have their pack, and the audio person that's backstage working back of house audio can check and make sure that the pastor's microphone and pack is ready to go before we start. So come on with me. The next place we're going to go is to the control room. The reason why we take the pastor to the control room first is because we want to make sure that they're comfortable with all of their slides. The person that runs the slides, the position that the slides come from in the control room is called presentation. And so presentation is called presentation because you're helping the pastor present the message. Okay, follow me. So here in the control room, what will typically happen is pastor will come in, and go ahead and stand right back there for me. And you see here that we actually keep a lectern in here for the pastor. So if it's Pastor Eric, Pastor Jeremy, Pastor Jacob, whoever it is, they can come in the control room and they can put their Bible or whatever they're going to be teaching from right here. The video director will usually come and sit in this first spot right here, and there's 2 presentation computers. So our presentation operator will sit in front of presentation 2 because that's where all of pastor's slides come from. Okay? So stay right there with me for just a second. So on the weekends, whenever we have pastor in here, what we'll typically do is we'll have the pastor slides up there on the multi-viewer. So now, when pastor's right here going over all of his slides with the video director and the presentation operator, pastor can see all of his slides and his scripture references going up right there in that very first box. And right now all the cameras are turned off. But what will typically happen is in the second box, he'll be able to actually see the camera shot with his TV on platform. And so he gets to see everything that's going to happen from right here in the control room. And so then, after he's done going through all of his slides, all of his scriptures, anything like that, the next thing we do is we're going to go to the platform. Follow me. Now that we know Pastor's feeling really good about his slides, we got the order of the slides in correctly. We've gone over everything with the video director in the control room about how Pastor's going to present his slides. Then we're actually going to bring them out here to the platform. Now, it's not out here right now, but usually we'll have his TV set up, or if he's going to be using like a prop or some type of special illustration, we'll have that all set up for him ahead of time. And if he's going to be preaching from the lectern, the thing he sets his Bible on, that'll be out here ahead of time as well. And so it'll be all set up for him just like he was going to be preaching live. And again, this is during run-through. This is about 4:15 now. So at 4 o'clock, we go to the control room. About 4:15, we bring Pastor to the platform. And so we set everything up just like he's going to preach live, even though all the seats are empty. Pastor will usually take 5 or 10 minutes out here on platform. Sometimes he'll want to see a couple of more slides on the TV. Sometimes he wants to see the different camera shots up on the big screens. The other thing we do is, again, he's already got his microphone in his pack. Now he's going to turn it on and he's going to test. And we're going to make sure he sounds really good going through the audio system. Once we feel like Pastor is really satisfied with the way everything looks and the quality, I'll double check, or one of the experienced directors will double check with Pastor. Is there anything else you need from us? If Pastor says, nope, I'm good to go, then he can go back to his office and then we can get ready to open doors. So that's how we work with teaching pastors on the weekend. If you ever have any questions, hit me up, CiscoM@elementchurch.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.